In the heart of the enchanting Whispering Woods, there lived a very special little lamb named Lily. She wasn't just known for her fluffy white wool, but for her kind heart and a special habit. She always tried to do the right thing. One bright and sunny afternoon, while Lily was happily nibbling on some sweet grass near the edge of the woods, something caught her eye. A little shimmer of light peeked out from under a large fern leaf. Curious, she trotted over and gently pushed the leaf aside. There it was, a beautiful, shiny key, all fancy and ornate. It looked like a key from a storybook, the kind that opens a treasure chest. Lily gasped. She knew this key. It was the one and only key to Sheldon the tortoise's storeroom. And in that storeroom was the grand prize for the annual Forest Festival, which was happening tomorrow. Oh dear, Lily whispered to herself. Sheldon must be so terribly worried. Without even a moment's hesitation, her only thought was to get the key back to him as fast as she could. But getting to Sheldon's burrow wasn't going to be easy. The woods were buzzing with excitement and chaos. Everyone was in a mad rush getting ready for the big festival. As Lily hurried along the path, she passed the berry stand piled high with delicious, juicy blueberries. Suddenly, a clumsy rabbit, not looking where he was going, bumped right into her. Baskets toppled over, and a river of blue rolled across the ground. "Hey, watch where you're going!" cried the rabbit, pointing a paw at Lily. He was cross and immediately blamed her for the mess. Lily's cheeks turned pink with embarrassment. She felt flustered and a little flustered. "I'm so sorry," she said quickly. "I'll come back and help you clean up, I promise." But she knew in her heart that returning the key was the most urgent thing. She couldn't let Sheldon worrying for a moment longer. So she zipped away, her little legs carrying her as fast as they could. Next, she passed the main stage area, where a group of cheerful birds were hanging a huge, colorful banner for the festival. It was beautiful. In her haste, however, Lily's wool snagged on a loose thread hanging from the corner, rear up. With a soft tearing sound, a corner of the banner came undone. The birds, who had worked so hard, stopped their singing and chirped angrily down at her. "I'm so sorry," Lily bleated, her voice barely a whisper. She felt awful, but she had to keep going. Finally, out of breath, her wool a bit messy, she arrived at Sheldon's burrow. And it was just as she had feared. The old tortoise was in a complete panic, frantically patting his pockets and turning them inside out. It's gone, he grumbled, his face a mixture of anger and despair. "The key to the storeroom is lost. The whole festival will be ruined. What will I do?" Just at that moment, who should arrive but the angry rabbit from the berry stand and the frustrated birds from the banner incident. They saw Sheldon and immediately started complaining. "Sheldon, you won't believe it. This little menace," the rabbit said, pointing at Lily. "She knocked over my entire berry stand and made a huge mess." The birds chimed in, and she tore the festival banner we worked on all morning. Sheldon's worried face hardened. He turned and glared at poor Lily, his eyes narrowing into tiny slits. So he growled, his voice deep and cross. "You've just been running around causing trouble all over the woods, have you?" Lily's heart pounded. She held out the shiny key in her hoof. "No, Sheldon, it's not like that at all. I found your key. I was just trying to bring it back to you as fast as I could." But Sheldon was too upset and angry to listen to a word she said. His mind was already made up. A likely story, he scoffed. "You probably caused all this chaos just to create a distraction." "Well, I won't have it." He pointed a stern finger towards the festival square. "As your punishment, you will clean up the entire festival square." "And you will do it alone?" Lily's heart just sank. It felt like a heavy stone had dropped into her tummy. She had only been trying to help, to do the right thing, and now everyone, especially Sheldon, thought she was a troublemaker. It felt so incredibly unfair. With her head hanging low and her fluffy ears drooping, she walked slowly to the festival square. She began the long, lonely task of picking up every single sticky berry and carefully mending the torn corner of the banner. Tears started to well up in her eyes and trickled down her furry cheeks, but someone had been watching. High up in the branches of a grand old oak tree sat Corvus, the wise old raven. He had seen everything unfold from the moment Lily found the key to the very last angry word from Sheldon. With a silent flap of his dark wings, he swooped down and landed gracefully beside the fuming tortoise. "Sheldon," the raven said in his calm, steady voice. "I think you have judged too quickly." Corvus then carefully explained the whole story. He told Sheldon how Lily had found the key and immediately set off to return it. He described how the mess with the berries and the tear in the banner were just unfortunate accidents that happened because she was in such a hurry to use Sheldon as worrying. As Sheldon listened, his grumpy, angry face began to soften. A wave of shame washed over him. He realized his anger had made him blind to the truth. He hadn't even given Lily a chance to explain. Feeling terrible, he hurried over to the festival square. There, he found Lily, still working diligently. Her small hooves were sticky with berry juice, and her face was smudged with dirt, but she hadn't stopped. She was carefully stitching the banner with a piece of vine. "Lily," Sheldon said, his voice much softer and gentler than before, "I am so sorry. I was wrong." When the rabbit and the birds and all the other animals heard what had really happened, they felt awful too. They realized they had all jumped to conclusions. Without a word, they all rushed to help. The rabbit brought fresh baskets, the birds helped rehang the banner, and soon, the entire festival square was cleaner and more beautiful than ever before. At the festival the next day, Sheldon made a special announcement. He declared Lily the guest of honor. As he handed her the very first, most delicious slice of acorn pie, he looked out at the happy crowd. "Let this be a lesson to all of us," he said, his voice ringing out through the woods. Doing the right thing isn't always easy. Sometimes it can be misunderstood, and it might even feel like you're being punished for it. But it is always worth it in the end. Lily beamed, her heart so full it felt like it might burst. She had learned a tough but important lesson. Being punished for doing the right thing was painful, but she also learned that the truth and a good, kind heart would always find a way to shine through. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Lily's adventure, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from the Whispering Woods. See you next time!